Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's WinterhelmGames. We're back with another reaction video. Doing these extra few because of Halloween week, so thought I'd do one tonight since it's the 31st. So happy Halloween, everyone. Normally I just kind of chill on Halloween. I don't normally go live or anything like that or put videos up, but I've seen a couple of these being done, and I've seen a couple of these that looked interesting. This one now is scary things caught on camera, basically, like some of those scary kind of compilations, I suppose. So I thought I would react to this one and put it up for Halloween before I settle down for the rest of the evening. I'll just put a few films on, a few horror films, as you do, and just chill for the night. So hope everyone has a good evening ahead of them and stay safe. But until then, let's check this out. Let's get ourselves into the mood for this evening. Some scary compilations caught on camera.
You might want to turn on the lights for this one, as what's captured in this video is pretty freaky. Reddit user Cam Sunkist was getting his pizza delivered to his house when out of nowhere, a raspy voice is captured on a security camera. Have a listen, it's really creepy. It's hard to make out what's being said, but viewers have stated that it sounds a lot like Spanish. Perhaps the voice was coming from the delivery man's phone. He might have been talking to someone on the phone speaker. But Cam Sunkist doesn't think that's the case.
He doesn't seem to be talking, though. I think he's just kind of like going to take a photograph, perhaps, of the parcel or the food and then take off. But it didn't seem to start until he came, though.
The volume of the voice never changes. At one point, the delivery man gets close to the door. There was no change in volume as he got closer. The volume remained the same. This means that the voice had to be coming from somewhere else. Cam Sunkist doesn't know what to make of this. He's just as spooked as everyone else. Hopefully he finds the source of the voice. But doubtless, this is really creepy.
Odd though, because he didn't seem to know anything about it.
A quick stop to the restroom before this next segment, as what I'm about to show is perhaps the scariest thing I've seen in a while. The Masonic Cemetery in Las Cruces, New Mexico, has noticed that some of its graves were being vandalized. People were either stealing decorations or destroying grave sites.
That's cruel.
The family members who own these grave sites were upset about this. One family in particular decided to set up a camera on a tree recording the gravesite of a loved one who recently passed away. It was hoped that they would capture on camera the person who was vandalizing their brother's grave. The following day, after leaving the camera there overnight, they looked at the camera's footage and saw something that left them speechless. They saw what appeared to be a little girl visiting their brother's gravesite. They immediately got chills as soon as the little girl appeared on camera. But, as if things couldn't get any more creepy, those working at the cemetery were shown the video and immediately knew who that little girl was. It was Sandra Gonzalez's 2-year-old daughter who passed away in 2018. She was buried at that same cemetery. Sandra writes, "I immediately burst into tears as they showed us the photo. And I was just lost at words because I know that is my daughter. There is not 1 ounce of doubt in my heart because it looks like her head to toe, from her hair to her clothes and sandals." Sandra has no explanation for this other than the belief that this was her daughter. I myself can't explain this. It's just weird to see that a little girl came by herself to this particular cemetery in the middle of the night. But what do you think? I can't think of anything to explain this.
But it doesn't explain who's been vandalizing those. Surely that must be someone else, because a spirit of a small girl isn't, I would imagine, isn't going to start vandalizing graves. But that may have just been hopefully an isolated incident where no one else comes around to start vandalizing graves. But yeah, seeing a ghost of another person visiting a loved one's grave is creepy. But yeah, it is indeed.
TikTok user Able3E has a friend who's been experiencing strange activity at home. One night, he saw something in his backyard and swore it was a ghost. He believes it's a ghost since he lives next to a house that's been abandoned for a long time. There's just something about this house that gives off paranormal vibes, and he thinks that this might be the source of all the strange things that have been happening around his place. He hasn't been able to capture anything on camera, but then, one night, he captures this.
Oh. Someone walking past? The girl?
There seems to be a little girl walking on the other side of the fence.
At the house.
Those who've seen this video are saying that this might be an actual ghost. Abel's friend couldn't agree more. What's even more chilling about this footage is that this ghost seems to be heading towards the swing set in his backyard, which may confirm that this is the ghost of a child. The abandoned house plus the strange activity that's been going on in his place seem to point to this notion. But what do you think? Is this the ghost of a child or something else? Here's a short clip posted by Reddit user Grand Slammer, who writes, "My buddy got an alert on his home security cam. This is what was caught."
Oh. Ricky? Yeah. Whoa.
It's hard to tell if it's an intruder or a ghost, but regardless, receiving a notification from your security cam telling you that someone's in your home and then seeing this must be really unsettling.
Oh, I don't know.
More info has...
That would freak you out completely. Looks, it's just or see-through.
that someone's in your home and then...
It looks almost see-through. It's really creepy. I don't know what you'd feel. I mean, especially if you're on a holiday or somewhere like far enough away from home and you get that kind of alert from your home that someone's in. You know, even if it wasn't ghosts, even if it was just people burgling the place, I mean, you'd feel helpless and frustrated, but at least you could phone the police and get them around there. But seeing that there, that would be freaky.
Seeing this must be really unsettling.
Yeah.
More info has yet to come on this video. If there's anything that keeps me up at night, it's videos of witches caught on camera. There's just something off-putting about these videos. And this next video is a great example of how unsettling they can be. In the following clip, a security guard is outside in the middle of the street late at night. He appears to be shouting at a pedestrian who's on the other side of the street. However, if you look closely, there's something off about this person. I'll play the clip and let you see for yourself.
Dressed in black.
Fue crucificado, muerto y sepultado. Descendió a los infiernos. Al tercer día, quitando la chaqueta, resucitó entre los muertos. Subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. Quítame la chaqueta. Descendió a los infiernos. Al tercer día resucitó entre los muertos. Subió a los cielos y está sentado a la derecha de Dios Padre Todopoderoso. De allá venía a jugar a las nubes a los muertos.
It appears that the pedestrian is actually a witch, according to those who've seen this. Now, it could be the case that this was actually someone who was mentally unstable, perhaps a homeless individual. But viewers of the video can't help but think that this was actually a witch. The strange mannerisms and the oddly thin physique of this person point to this belief. Whether real or not, there's something about this video that's unsettling. It's videos like these that I can't stop thinking about and that keep me up at night.
Well, that's wild.
It's one thing to encounter paranormal activity, but it's another thing to make it occur. Grace Adeline has had numerous strange encounters at home, but each time something strange happens, she is unable to capture it on camera. It might be because she's either too scared or shocked to pull out her phone and record. In the heat of the moment, it's understandable to be paralyzed with fear. But then one night, Grace was able to capture one of these strange encounters. Oddly enough, she was able to make the supposed ghost do something.
Oh my god, what is happening? Can't move it again. Oh shit, oh shit, oh my god. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh my. Oh god, can you close it please? Okay.
Many viewers have stated that it could have been a draft that caused the door to close, but Grace has stated that the window in her room was closed. If that's the case, then this has got to be the most obedient ghost I've ever seen. I see no harm in keeping a ghost who listens and respects one's privacy. Now, if only all ghosts were like that.
Could very well have just been maybe a family member or someone who's just there checking up, you know, making sure everything's okay. I think it did say in this clip that number 4 was taken down due to copyright for the story or something, but or maybe some other reason, but so let's continue on.
The ghost of Facebook. So recently, something strange has been happening on Facebook. A profile by the name of Celine Delgado Lopez has been popping up under everyone's friend list. The weird thing about this, though, is that no one recalls ever adding this person. She just randomly appeared on everyone's list. If you have an account, you can check to see if she's on there. It's very likely that she is, but just know that you can't remove her. You can only block. What's even more strange about this is that Celine Delgado Lopez was the name of a young woman who disappeared years ago. She has yet to be found. However, some believe that she passed away and that this account was made by her ghost as an attempt to communicate with us. There's so many theories on this, but the most popular one seems to be this one. Of course, this could have been made by someone who thought it'd be funny to make an account named after a missing person. I'll let you decide whether or not this is a hoax, but for now, it remains a mystery as to who created this account.
Just quickly check. While we're doing this, never actually heard of that person. And I had a friend, so there's a lot more than one profile, though. That's the thing. I think people have just been taking the piss, I think, since this has all been released. At least 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 different ones. Right. This one has still been posting as of last year, up until the 17th of June. So there we are. Just keep an eye on that one. You can let me know in the
The
comments.
person who shot this video was upstairs in her room when she looked out her window and saw something that caught her attention. At first, she couldn't make out what she was seeing, but after getting a closer look, she was shocked to see what it was. In her backyard, she saw what appeared to be a hooded figure resting on a tree stump. The creepiest part about this is that the hooded figure looks as though he's staring at her. When she saw this, she immediately grabbed her phone and began to record. She then went downstairs to get a closer look, but once she got there, he was already gone. Now, I say he as it might be a man, a person, but I could be wrong. This may in fact be something entirely different. Perhaps some sort of apparition, judging by the way it looks. It kind of has this shadowy quality to it, making it seem like it's a ghost or something. Whatever this is, it sure is pretty creepy. And it's a lot more creepy to know that this thing was in your backyard. There's no way that you'd be able to sleep at night knowing this. I know I wouldn't.
It reminds you of Halloween. Michael Myers was standing in the backyard staring at Laurie.
This last video is another reason why I stay away from messing with the occult. Garen, who is the person you see right here, filmed this video 10 years ago and hasn't released it ever since. It was up until now that he decided to release this video. The reason why he didn't release it is unknown, but I can't help but think that it was solely because he was afraid of showing others. What he captured on camera is really creepy.
Stop looking at me. I don't want to do it anymore.
Come on, one more question.
No.
Promise.
Just do one more question, just for the fun of it. Y'all made me stay down there when I wanted.
You're not doing it right now, Shelby. You don't feel the thing moving when you don't see it moving when you lift it up.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Just one more question.
Just one more, you promise.
I promise. Come on.
Just one more. This will be it. I promise. Well, I can't say that because I'm not doing it.
What do you want me to ask?
Just ask it if it's gonna harm y'all or if it means harm or something. I don't know.
It's a freaking evil spirit, Shelby. Of course it means harm.
Well, I'm
Just
just
ask it.
saying.
It's a
Just
good
ask
question.
it.
Do you mean us any harm? Ah, no.
Yes?
Oh my God! There's no way that thing just flew by its friggin' tail. No,
I'm not.
Maybe it's best to stay away from games like these.
Yeah.
I've seen too many videos to know that nothing good comes from messing with the occult. But that's what I think. Whether or not you want to play is up to you. But I'd be more than happy to hear your stories and experiences with such games. They're always interesting and spooky to hear. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, and shout out to BizarreBub and for everyone who does the videos and puts the stories to him. It's his video. I'm just reacting to it. So you can go over and show him some love. And happy Halloween, everyone. So thanks very much for sticking around. And let me know what you think about any of these clips. And I will reiterate what was just said there. I would stay away from the occult. Nothing good could ever come from things like that. Trust me. Take care. Happy Halloween. See you in the next one. Bye.